Whoever and whatever God has called you to be is the goal, nothing less. Close isn't good enough. Almost isn't good enough. I'm not out here trying to live my almost best life, and neither should you.
It's time to exhale and be motivated. And it's Blue Couch. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, to all of you, Annie's crew. Welcome back to the Blue Annie's Blue Couch. I am so happy that you have taken the time to sit down with me today. If this is your first time to my Blue Couch, you're in for a treat. This channel is all about motivating and encouraging and inspiring you to be all you were created to be. Now, before we get into today's conversation, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up, turn on your notification bell, and of course, please do me a huge favor and share this video with at least 2 of your friends. Today is part 4, and this is the final part to the Living My Best Life series. We've been talking about some key aspects I believe are critical to being able to accomplish this goal of living your best life. In part 1, we defined your and we defined best. In part 2, we talked about the importance of a very special 2-letter word, no. And last week in part 3, which I think was a really good conversation for anyone who has no idea how to figure out what their purpose is, we talked about connecting to your source. Like having a conversation with your manufacturer about why you're here, what you're supposed to do, and how to work all the parts that make you you. So after you get done here, go check out those chats as well. I'll leave links in the description box down below for you. Now for today, I want to close out our series with a few cautions about living your best life. Caution number 1, be aware and know who's coming along with you for the ride. You cannot live your best life alone. And I don't mean you need a romantic partner. I just mean you can't avoid people being with you on this journey to your best life. Because the reality is we need each other. You're fooling yourself if you think you can survive this life without a friend, without another set of eyes, another set of ears, and certainly another set of hands. And if you're like me, with 3 kids, child, I need extra hands. Understand that people in your life serve lots of different purposes. Now, this is not a caution to only keep a certain type of person in your space. This is a caution for you to make sure you are aware and know who is in your space. And I mean not just know their name and their favorite restaurant, but know their purpose and function as it pertains to you. And be open, this is big, be open to them having an expiration date. In living your best life, there will be people who support you through a certain phase only. They may not have the capacity to support in the next phase. Understand that. Don't hold it against them. Release them when the relationship expires and keep going. Then there are people who will always, and I mean always, rub you wrong. They'll always have something negative to say and never have anything positive to say. Mary Sutherland, she wrote a fantastic book defining these people as sandpaper people. And the basic gist of this concept is that sandpaper is very rough and abrasive, yet it is used as a tool to smoothen out. So don't cut those people off. Just recognize who they are and allow their interactions with you to smoothen out your rough edges. There'll also be those who never have anything bad to say. Those are your hype men. And as tempting as it is to keep those people close, be cautious. Because no matter how great you are, I can assure you, you aren't perfect. None of us are. Now, some of the people in this category really do think you're doing everything perfectly, and you'll need to give them a call, especially after certain conversations with those sandpaper people. But the real dangerous ones in the never have anything bad to say category are the ones who know you can do better, but they're intimidated by your success. Therefore, their lack of honesty is actually intentional sabotage. They refuse to tell you where you can do better because they do not want you to live your best life. Now, then there's the ones we refer to as ride or die, who honestly and lovingly gives us the truth. Sometimes it hurts, but they're in our corner. These are the people you can share your plans with. You can tell them your next move and know that they aren't going to steal your ideas or sabotage you in any way. You can let your guard down and share failures with them because they won't hold it against you. They won't violate your trust. And these are the ones you can keep closest to you. So my first caution, be aware and know who's coming along with you for the ride. Now, my second caution, be careful not to cut corners or to try to rush the process. Do you know the statistics of lotto winners? They say about 70% of winners spend every single penny of their winnings in the first 5 years. That's crazy. The danger in getting things too fast is not having gone through the proper process to know how to handle it. Everyone wants to be in the spotlight, me included. But not everyone can handle the heat of the spotlight. In every stage of your journey to your best life, there are lessons to learn, things to add, things to cut off. Don't sell yourself short trying to get to the next level quickly. Take your time. Learn and grow and allow time to properly mature you so that you'll be able to handle what it is that you get when it comes to living your best life. Now, my third and final caution is do not settle and keep growing. There's a difference in being content and settling. Being content has to do with having an attitude of gratitude. We should be grateful for every stage of the process in living our best lives. On low days, we aren't supposed to quit and curse God and get out of character and give up on our purpose. We have to suck it up and not just go through, but grow through the process. Settling, on the other hand, is a little different. Settling speaks to our fears and our doubts. When we settle, things are but I ain't good enough. Whoever and whatever God has called you to be is the goal, nothing less. Close isn't good enough. Almost isn't good enough. I'm not out here trying to live my almost best life, and neither should you. Do not settle, and do not let anyone pressure you into settling either. Remember, God is faithful to finish anything He has started in you. He has masterfully created us with multi-dimensions. We're like onions with layers upon layers of what makes us who we are. I can probably say, even though I may not personally know you, that there's more in you than you've experienced. More in you than you're even aware of. And even if you are currently excelling at whatever it is you're excelling at, or if what you've defined your best life as seemed to pretty much be achieved, so long as you are breathing, there's more. So take the limits off. Take another risk. Dream another dream. Connect once again with your manufacturer and grow in another area of your life. Maybe it's time to be a coach or a mentor in your field of expertise. I've learned that when I take time to teach someone else what I know, or to help someone to do something I believe I've mastered, I find out even more about the topic. And sometimes my students teach me something I never thought about, or give me a new perspective that expands my understanding. And I realize, wow, there was still more. So do not settle for less than your best life. And when you get there, still don't settle, because there's always more. So just to quickly recap, be aware and know who's coming along with you for the ride. Then be careful not to cut corners or rush the process. And finally, do not settle. Listen, I'm cheering for you to live your best life. I'm rooting for you to win at whatever your purpose is. I really hope you've been inspired and motivated by these conversations to really step out with confidence as you pursue your best life. Leave me a comment down below with any questions you still have, and let me know if this series has been helpful for you. If you want to chat privately, you can certainly DM me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll be sure to answer all of your questions. Until next time, remember, you are beautiful, you are special, your smile is amazing, and don't let anyone or anything ever make you feel less than who and what God has designed you to be. Annie's crew, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Bye for now.
Annie's Blue Couch.